Derek Carr to the New Orleans Saints. He signed a 4-year, $150 million contract. I think 100 million guaranteed, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your guys' take, man? Are the Saints? I ain't gonna say in a hot seat, but is it are they in a win now situation? Either one of you can.
No, no, no. Like they're not in any place to win right now, but they are in let's stay relevant mode. Let's stay where we can draw free agents mode. Let's we're not in rebuild. We want to stay relevant and be able to draw guys in. You still need Michael Thomas to be healthy. Can he ever be what he used to be? I don't know, but I would love to see that. I mean, this was a 1,700-yard guy a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Like one of the best route runners, one of the best slant runners we've ever seen. So, willing to cross the middle. But they're still, Alvin Kamara might be losing him. We'll see what happens with this. It's kind of convenient that, the NFL had these videos all year and kept quiet. And then now the season's over, they're like, okay, now let's deal with this. But that's the NFL's way of doing things. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't think they're in win now mode. I think they're in stay relevant, and this division is winnable mode. Matter of fact, I think the biggest story here is that Carolina didn't go get this guy. Carolina was the clear-cut favorite to take this division because they have the running game. They have the defense. This team ran all over. They had two 150-yard rushers in one game alone last week. And now – I mean, whatever. They moved on from their coach. We'll see what the new one can do. I wasn't a big fan, but I do like the new coach too. But I thought that team was the clear-cut favorite if they got a quarterback. They didn't go get it. Instead, they allow another team in their division to go get the best quarterback on the market right now. Really disappointed there. So I think that's the biggest story is that Carolina let this slip because the division was theirs, man, if they go get Derek Carr. Now it's probably New Orleans. We'll see. But, I said that last year, though, and he couldn't get it done with Devontae Adams. So we'll see.
Yeah. Go ahead, Walt.
Yeah, those points that John definitely made are definitely some good ones. But I'm going to have to disagree with him. I feel like I won't say they're the clear-cut favorite, but I do feel like in that division, with that division being so weak, I definitely feel like they can definitely easily win that division and possibly – I won't say he's a Super Bowl championship team right now, but I mean, they can definitely make some noise because honestly, in my opinion, throughout Derek Carr's career, all he was missing was a defense for real. I mean, and he has it here with the Saints. So I feel like if the Saints were able to win the majority of those games that they won last year with Jameis Winston, and again, no disrespect to Winston, but I do feel like Derek Carr is a way better quarterback than Winston. I mean, just saying, that's my personal opinion, and I feel like the numbers speak for themselves as well. Now, granted, Derek Carr hasn't did much in the playoffs. I think he only has one playoff win, but I honestly feel like this is probably the perfect setup for him right now. I mean, I agree that Michael Thomas does have to get healthy, but they still have Alvin Kamara. I think they still got Jarvis Landry over there. They still got what's that dude's name? Traquan Smith, I think maybe. I might have bombed his name. Yeah, Traquan Smith. So, I mean, they got a nice little receiving core over there for him. And I know moving from Devontae Adams to this type of receiving core, you'd be like, oh, man, Devontae Adams, that's one of the best receivers. But at the end of the day, I mean, I feel like that offensive line wasn't really giving him that much time to even get the ball to Devontae Adams or whatever, not setting up the right schemes to give him to deliver the ball to Adams. So maybe him getting to change the scenery again, and, having this new offensive power maybe and actually having a defense, I feel like Derek Carr, this is the perfect move. I mean, maybe going to the Jets too, because they say he met with the Jets as well, because the Jets have a way better defense than the Saints. But for a backup to go to, for Derek Carr to go into the Saints, I feel like it's a good move for him. Fresh start in that division with it being so weak right now. This is the perfect time for him to go over there right now, for real.
Well, I gotta say one last thing. Have you subscribed yet? No, okay. No, I'm being serious. I do think because you win the division, you're in the playoffs. So if you're in the playoffs, yes, you have a shot to win the title every time you're in the playoffs. But I don't think they're in win now mode unless we see some more big changes this year. I think they're in.
What kind of changes you want to see? They got the defense. What you want? More offensive?
You think this team currently constructed can win a Super Bowl?
So I didn't say no. If you heard me, I said they can't win the Super Bowl. I said they can win a division. But I'm just saying, like, they don't necessarily have to win out a Super Bowl right now. Even if he could just get them to the playoffs, I feel like that's a big accomplishment for them from not,
right.
you know,
and I think that's what they want to do. I think they want to let people know, like, look, we are in the playoffs. We're going to take this division for the next 4 years. Come join us and take us to that next level to win an NFC championship. But I don't think it's this year. I don't think it's this year.
I agree. But it's definitely a great starting point.
Yeah, you just want to be attractive to free agents.
Absolutely.
But they went and got the best quarterback on the market right now. I really feel like Carolina slipped in this.
So I wonder what that means for Wentz and Taysom Hill now. Like, what they gonna do with them two quarterbacks now? So, I mean,
Taysom's contract is huge. Is for what, but I don't know. He's a great utility player. Winston's got to leave, man. Like, come on, man. He's got too much.
He lost his job because he was injured, though. I mean, I just feel like
that's fair. But I'm just saying he's got too much talent to be a backup. He's got to move on.
Now that'd be some crazy. What if he went to the Panthers and he showed out in the Panthers? That'd be some craziness right there.
Yeah, I think the reason Derek Carr went to New Orleans though, because I think the Jets are, as much as they were saying they would like both, they were all in on Aaron Rodgers. He's the better of the two, and they're like, if we can get him, we're gonna get him. And I think Derek Carr knew that, and he like, well, I'm gonna go where they want me to be there, not where I would essentially be the second option. And New Orleans paid him handsomely. Now, can he perform? Hopefully, because like John said earlier, Michael Thomas, he's been dealing with a lot of injuries. Alvin Kamara has some off-field things he's dealing with. So if you can get both of them back with a Taysom Hill and a Chris Olave, after the rookie season he had,
Chris Olave,
really they're primed to do some things. And even Jarvis Landry, I don't know if he's still going to be there next year, but they have a lot of good pieces offensively to be. I wouldn't see why they couldn't be a top 10, top 5 offense. So I mean, I think he was like, look, the Jets playing, they're waiting on Aaron. I ain't got time to wait. I'm gonna just go where I'm wanted. And he went to the best option. And then, like you guys were saying, you go into a division where you ain't got to play great. You just got to not turn the ball over as much as the other quarterback, honestly. And I think they'll be fine. I can see them in the wild card, which, I mean, everybody makes the wild card unless you're the number 1 seed. But I can see them maybe going to 11 and 6. 11 and 6, 12 and 5. I think the defense will show up. Cam Hayward and Tyrann Mathieu and all them guys over there. Hopefully they can stay healthy too. But I think a healthy Saints team is dangerous. They had Tom Brady on the ropes a couple years ago. It was just some costly things here and there, and tight end fumbles in the end zone and things like that. And then you go home. But I think there'll be a team you don't really want to play, especially if you got to go there with that atmosphere and you not being able to hear in that dome. It can create a problem.